doing out there? Welcome to Ellijay. That's with a J.
About 90 miles north of Atlanta, where the Coosawattee lay. They come out of the hills to pay their telephone bills in a town called Ellijay. When the mayor drove a shiny 62 Corvette, Slim was in a cruiser with a Cobra jet. What you see is exactly what you get if you come to Ellijay. Hey, Ellijay, a mighty fine place to be. Ellijay, 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 good enough for you and me. Yeah. Apple blossom, baby possum, muscadine wine. Leave all your troubles at the welcome sign. I'm so proud to call a piece of his mind a town called Ellijay.
How you like them apples?
Run right through the middle of town, and late in the evening when the sun goes down, you can drive through and hear the happy sounds of the folks in Ellijay. Now way back in the summer of '73, the Red Dot parking lot was the place to be, but you could get more than what you bargained for back in those days in Ellijay. Yeah, you could. Ellijay, a mighty fine place to be. Ellijay, good enough for you and me. Yeah. 69 Road Runner, Charger RT, pistol grip 4-speed, 380. Boys, that's the way it all used to be, right here in Ellijay. Ellijay, a mighty fine place to be. Ellijay, don't you want to come and see? Yeah. Trout fishing, skinny dipping, party all night. Praise the Lord, honey, I saw the white picking on a Telecaster Saturday night on the streets of Ellijay. Ellijay, a mighty fine place to be. You and me floating down the Coosawattee. Yeah. Apple blossom, baby possum, muscadine wine. I'm so proud to call a piece of his mind. Drop all your troubles at the welcome sign. I'll see you in Ellijay. Yeah.
Anyway, Ellijay, go ahead, Chief.
I just had to start our day with that cool, calm ride across the lake Cool, calm, collected. That's how you want to start your day. And there's nothing any better than a visit to Lake Chatuge. And I think that we should make it official now that every day we try to open our program with music that came out of these mountains. The Bercher brothers, Angel Spirit, Brett Cantrell, Mr. Ellijay, Mr. Ellijay, Mr. Ellijay, or Mr. Ellijay. And pretty soon we're going to have another group to be able to share their you. Except for the you know them, you love them as people, you've known them forever. And I just said, I told Dwight yesterday we were talking about this concert. Left the funeral home, another one of your buddies has passed, so let's hope.
We got some mic issues there. Out there.
We're going to take a music break real quick.
Okay, give me a second.
I'm looking down from a hilltop at the lights of my hometown. This place is all so different now, and they've torn the red light down. That old wooden bridge I fished from is replaced with man-made stone. The swimming pool and our old school, like you, they both are gone. I've been thinking about the summer of 1969. Long ago and far away, when I thought you were mine. For better or worse, thick or thin, so much has changed since then. My crazy heart spins round and round when I dream of way back when. When the rock and roll would play in that old silver Chevrolet. And AM rock was all we knew back then. Big green eyes and short Levi's, I remember you. But it's all over now, baby blue. From the mountains to the sea, the track that took my dad to war in 1943 still stretches by the depot like so many years before. But like you, the train's on a different track. It don't come here no more. And the rock and roll would play in that old silver Chevrolet. And AM rock was all we knew back then. Big green eyes and short Levi's, I remember you. But it's all over now, baby blue. Red wall tires, western flyers, track Susie Q. It's all over now, baby blue.
Well, here we go. We're starting over because in live television, anything can happen. What happened was my mic went crazy. So we're starting over. Happy, happy day to everybody. Terrific Tuesday. It is going to be a terrific day because we're going back to our roots. We're going back to what brought ETC TV3 to the world, and it was local sports, it was local music, it was folks that you knew and you loved coming to visit us. And today somebody y'all know and love is going to come visit me in just a little bit, but we're going to take care of some music first because I've been thinking a lot lately about the things that made us really, really love what we did. And it was touching your heart with a lot of songs. And every day somebody would call and say, hey, can you play that song? Can you play this song? Can you share that song that Martha Gibson did that was Far Away? Can you share this one? Can you share that one? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to start with some music, and then my guest is going to come out, and we're going to start with some crazy stuff about the world and the changing world we are in. And it is changing rapidly. Not sure I like all the changes, but it is changing rapidly. And one of the things we do here at ETC, we are covering your sports. And so next week, the guys will be out in the field doing football. Then they'll be doing basketball. Then they'll be doing baseball. We cover your kids, your grandkids. We cover the graduations. We cover what matters to you. And a few years ago, we decided that we would go and put the program on YouTube. We were doing live streaming, and we had people come in crazy enough from Chicago who would say, hey, we watch you on live streaming. So it gave us this idea. We'll just put it out there on YouTube. Well, I'm not sure it's the best idea in the world, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So YouTube has been an avenue for us to grow. You know, we did a little Lynn special up at her ranch with her daughters, and it got just under 400,000 views, and everybody said it was so great to get to go there. I didn't visit Hurricane Mills, and then I felt like I took that trip with you. That's what it's about. That's what doing what we do is about. It's also about sharing the local talent, and that's what started ETC. Some church choirs came in here, then we got the local musicians, and I get so tickled when I think about Lindsay Harper out running around, and she's singing everywhere, and she started right here in this studio as a little girl in a little dress and a cowboy hat and boots, and that's how long we've been here. Doing live television is very, very different than doing something that you record and you can edit and you can fix and you can alter. Live television, what you see is what you get. Been doing this a long, long time. I've never used a teleprompter, never used a script. What you see is what you get. And I love that my guest will come in here and say, what are we going to talk about? And I said, what do you want to talk about? What are we going to share? How much of this do you want people to know? Is it good news or bad news? It doesn't matter. It's all good news if you can share the word with some good gospel music and some great recipes and some good memories. And I have nothing but great memories about my friend Fred Wyndham. And today we're going to share some of the things that he and I did. One of the things we did was we produced a special that we did DVDs of, and this was a fundraiser for our friend Hans Rufert, who was battling cancer. Local music, local talent was featured everywhere, and today it is still one of my favorite things I've ever seen. Now this weekend, some local boys who are up and coming in the ball ground area, the Dabbs brothers, hit the stage, and everybody loved it. That's what it's about, the local music, the local community, and that's where we were until YouTube made us grow. And as you grow, it's not always fun. Sometimes it's a little crazy, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But we're going to share music from the Dabbs brothers. If you don't know their history, they have grandpa and uncle and daddy who are all involved in music, but these kids are going places. They may be going places in the rock and roll world, they may be going places in the bluegrass world, but these kids are going places, and they are really amazing. So I want you to sit back, and if you can, record this so you'll have it later. But if you can't, guess what? We'll take it to YouTube. Just as crazy as YouTube is, we're going to do that. So here we go with the Dabbs brothers.
And the Dabbs brothers.
Testing, can y'all hear me?
Testing. Yep. Thank y'all for coming tonight. We are Lewis and the Dabbs brothers. One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Justin's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. So many things that I want to say. You know I like my girls a little bit older. I just want to use your love tonight. Yeah. I don't want to lose your love tonight. I ain't got many friends left to talk to. Nowhere to roam when I'm in trouble.
appreciate that. Angie wrote that song about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We're getting ready to put that on a CD, we hope. Lord willing, we're going to try to, we've got that, and she's got another brand new song she's wrote. We're going to try to put both of those on this project. We've got one that we do. I hope this song touches your heart. We go to a lot of homecomings, and this is one that they always request. It's called Family Chain.
My closest friends have left for heaven. They are resting now, I know. Someday they'll live with Christ forever. And they never shall grow old. The family chain has now been broken. The missing links are safe, I know. I pray they'll all be joined together in that city built of gold. Daddy was the first to leave us, and it grieved my mother so. Right away, she had to join him. They are happy now, I My days on earth will soon be ending, for I can see the setting sun. The broken links will come together, reuniting one by one. The family chain has now been broken. The missing links are safe, I know. I pray we'll all be joined together in that city built of gold. Yes, in that city built of gold. I'd like to share with you for just a few minutes, if I can. My grandfather lived to be 96 years old. And he and my grandmother had been married over 70 years when he passed away. And my grandmother always said that he needed her to take care of him, and he always said that she needed him to take care of her. But my grandmother passed away within 6 months of my grandfather's passing. And they really needed each other. And when one of them was gone, the other had no purpose to be here anymore. And that song is very special to me, and I hope it was a blessing to you.
Thank you. Good. Y'all pray for us. You know, I guess it's kind of strange to see somebody shed a tear, but that's just the way we are. We just have to go the way the Lord leads us, and y'all pray for us.
And thank y'all for all your support. You've been so good to us. Thank you. You ready? Now we're ready.
Listen to a story, how Jesus died for me on an old rugged cross of Calvary. There he suffered, bled, and died. On the cross was crucified, and my Jesus will welcome me home. I've come too far to turn back. Heaven's gate I now can see. Loved ones there await for me beyond the gate. I can hear angels playing on harps of golden strings, and my Jesus will welcome me home. We have traveled many miles in this sinful world below. Many loved ones that we've known have gone on, but we're nearing that home where we never more shall roam, and my Jesus will welcome me home. I've come too far to turn back. Heaven's gate I now can see. Loved ones there await for me beyond the gate. I can hear angels playing on harps of golden strings, and my Jesus will welcome me home. I've come too far to turn back. Heaven's gate I now can see. Loved ones there await for me beyond the gate. I can hear angels playing on harps of golden strings, and my Jesus will welcome me home.
Y'all give Mama a big hand here. We're so proud she could be here.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time, and delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
ETC is connected to our community. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections and fast, reliable internet. Visit etcnow.com today.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
Through the evolution of television, we have gone from a station that started with local churches, local speakers, Joe Kelly McCutcheon, Trading Time, Rich Scott that we loved. So many different people have come through these doors and gone and come and gone and gone, retired, most of them retired. I don't know about retirement. I don't know that I want to retire. I don't think I'll retire. I think I'll just fall over dead here on the set. And I've kind of told you how I want that handled. Yeah. So we're talking the evolution of television. Through the evolution of television became YouTube. And YouTube, how many years has YouTube been around?
It's been around since, I think, 2005, I think.
Okay.
So it's been about 21 years.
And we didn't start doing YouTube. At first we live streamed, and that was something that Danny Hensley was involved in. And then we stopped doing the live streaming because YouTube came about, and through YouTube you can throw everything you're doing out there to the world. Is that always a good idea?
No, there's a lot of pros and cons when it comes to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll just say, occasionally you get a crazy on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you get some stuff. Now you did YouTube longer than I did because you started it truly as a child.
I did, yeah. I started it when I was 9 years old. But really I didn't start consistently doing it until I was 12. But 9
and 12, y'all. Think about it. 9 years old.
I was 12. Definitely at the precipice of, you know, all of the hate and everything, and you know, making films and stuff. For most of my life, you know, you get a lot of criticism, and you got to learn how to take it. And when I was in high school, I didn't take it very well. We did a film that's got 29,000 views, the Bigfoot film. Played it on the show before.
I remember, yeah.
And we got a lot of hate for that. I guess you could say hate, but it was, we had to learn how to, you know, take it and, you know, not let it get to us a lot of time. And, and we try to tell people all the time. We've had people think that we want to do this stuff because we want views. We did a video one time that somebody made an entire post about us, about how we were like talking about some fandom or whatever, and they acted like we weren't fans of it, and somebody made an entire post about it with the link on it, and people were like, well, you're just giving them more attention. And people thought that we wanted views and attention, but
you did it because you loved it.
We never have done films or videos, or myself included. I've always done it for fun. I don't care about the views and stuff. I just have always liked doing it.
Well, you know, the day that I got the call to come and do television, I'd been doing the Atlanta market with cooking, and we were doing Atlanta and Greenville and loving every single minute of it. But I didn't think I had time to do what ETC required me to do. And so I said, okay, let's try this and see how it works. Well, it worked so well that if I walked in the grocery store, somebody would say, hey, Miss Martin, I love the guy you had on the show today. That's my brother-in-law. Hey, Miss Martin, I know this, I know this. If I walked in a restaurant, somebody would wait until I finished eating and then walk over there and say, Miss Martin, I just want to let you know how much we enjoyed the show. We got nothing but positivity. And so to see negativity with YouTube is a little different than anything we've ever handled. And I shared something with you last night.
Yeah.
I kind of got tickled, and then I kind of got aggravated because they were making fun of several things that are really close and dear to my heart. One of it is the fact that I have survived cancer twice. I have survived so many things that would have taken the normal person down.
Yeah.
I lost my daughter to suicide. I buried my mother and my husband 6 weeks apart. I have lost everything I ever had and started over, but I never gave in and I never gave up, and I never let anybody bring me down to a level that, you know, that bothered me.
Yeah.
And this kind of bothered me because somebody said, well, he only produced one
thing, yeah.
of my telly.
Yeah.
You know, this guy was saying, well, and it was just negative and it was nasty. And so I thought, that's really crazy. So I was telling Trace, I have these containers full of telly awards. I keep out one because they gather dust and they tarnish. So this person was doing negative, and I don't want to call her a liar, but I can't find this and this and this. Well, you didn't get the pleasure of meeting Fred Wyndham,
No.
but he would have loved you.
Yeah.
He would have nurtured you. He would have helped you. You together would have been the combination, that winning combination,
Well,
because you both love what you do.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I kind of got that in Donovan. I got that a lot in him, and so that every time you talk about Fred, it makes me think of Donovan, because that's kind of how I look at Fred, even though I didn't know Fred that well. But yeah.
Yeah, and what we've shared today was something that Fred produced because our friend was battling cancer. He worked here at ETC. He was in the hospital. They had given him a 1% chance of survival. Today, we celebrate 20 years of Hans Rupert's survival. We raised money for him. We raised awareness. And the one thing that we could give Hans that money could never buy, our viewers, our audience prayed for him. And I see people today who say, we're still praying for Hans. That's what ETC TV3 did, was we came to you and we asked you to be a part of our program, and you have access to all the archives. And I was looking at just the thing that we showed today. Selena's gone to be with Jesus, Diane's gone to be with Jesus, Jimmy Pearson's gone to be with Jesus. You have access to files of hundreds and hundreds of guests who have gone to be with Jesus.
Yeah.
But sharing it on YouTube gave us a way to share it with their family.
Yeah.
And that was part of the idea that, hey, so-and-so called the studio and wants a copy of the program with their daddy because their daddy's gone to be with the Lord. That's the perfect way for us to share it, is to just put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I've been looking through all of those.
It's amazing.
I think I'm still working on them now, not just for the Sherry Show, but for ETC in general. I haven't really stopped looking through all that stuff since 2024, so I'm still working on it all. Yeah.
And there are tons of things on there. And when I look back, I'm so very, very thankful that you have two of the programs I did with Lynn Weaver.
Yeah.
Because those, we posted them and they started getting a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting hits because it's good product, it's good stuff. And it makes you think about maybe your grandmother and going to Granny's house to eat, maybe a trip you made up to your family's house that lived in the country and you lived in the city. Yeah. It brings you back to a place of peace. Yeah. And that's what I love that we do. And you know this, people tell you all the time, hey, we saw you on the Sherry Show.
Yeah. I get told that a good amount. The guys in the building talk about it, my family talks about it. You know, I put it on Facebook so everybody on Facebook sees it. So yeah, I get people talk about it sometimes, but yeah.
And that's what we do. We're reaching you. We want to reach out to you and we want you to reach out to us. Now the negativity of this guy, person, AI, I don't know if it's a real person, I don't know who it is, I don't know what it is, but it was interesting because he chose 2 points to be negative about, and one of them really got to me because Josh is one of our favorite guests. We love Josh, and he can imitate anybody. He could sit here and he could be the president, he could be the vice president, he could be anybody. But I don't understand people's negativity.
I mean, like I said earlier off camera, we were talking about, a lot of the time when it comes to people making videos now or doing shows or whatever, they got nothing better to do. So I mean, with this kind of stuff, you know, a lot of people try to, you know, spew out stuff into the world, and I don't know. It's just become a big thing now. It's. I think
attention getter?
Yeah, I think the reason why, you know, they do it is to get attention from other people, and I mean, we'll never know, like, when it comes to anybody, specifically that person making a video, like, we'll never know the reason why, or if they were curious, or if they were trying to be, you know, mean or whatever. You just never know. It just happens, and you just gotta look at it and be like, whatever.
And we have to stay positive. And the thing that keeps us positive is you, because I go in a store, somebody stops me. I go in a restaurant, somebody stops me. I'm driving down the road, somebody waves. And you're like, we know that in the over 20 years of being here doing what we do, we know that we've made a difference, and we appreciate every single card. I've got boxes and boxes and drawers full of cards and cards and cards. We appreciate all that, because without y'all, I wouldn't have hung it out this long. Yeah. You know, and I told somebody, I said, when will you retire? And I said, when we stop making a difference. Yeah. When it gets to a point that I just don't feel like we're making a difference. And I can tell y'all, if we ask you to pray for somebody, I know you're doing it. I know you're doing it. And I said, that's the coolest thing. Now, the thing that bothered me the most about what this person did was, number one, they assumed that I was not telling the truth about the Telly Awards, which really got to me. But the worst thing was what? He mispronounced my name. Oh, yeah. If you're going to talk about me, buddy, you better learn how to say my name. Yeah. And when I was listening, and I said, holy cow, he doesn't even say my name right. And I thought, what's the point in the negativity? What's the point in it?
I don't know. I genuinely think the guy, you know, just came across your stuff and was curious, and then he just decided, no, this will work. And so, you know, I don't know. It's like I said, it's a whole thing. People make videos about other people all the time, and you know, you go to celebrities, you know, dissing each other, and this, that, and the other, and it's just become a whole entire thing. And it's just, you got to learn how to tune all that stuff out.
And we have learned too with AI, they have shown our president misrepresented, they showed our vice president misrepresented. It wasn't even him in the place they said he was. There are so many things now, and that's what we wanted to talk about today. The technology is getting really, really good. It's also giving people an avenue to lie, cheat, steal, and to create non-truthful product, and that's not good.
Well, it's just like with the, you know, the news, no matter what news thing you watch, like you see videos above, no matter if it's Trump or somebody or whatever, they'll cut it in a way to where it makes it seem out of context, or it's not what he's actually saying, and you have to watch the whole thing, and then you get the entire thing. So that's another thing, and that was like even before AI. They've been doing that for I don't know how long. So I mean, everybody will just spin stuff in the way they want to spin it.
Right. And we are in an election cycle, and everybody knows I'm a conservative. I'm a conservative. I've been a conservative all my life. I have friends that are Democrat. I would invite those Democrats to come and sit next to me and let's talk. But it's so weird to me, because now it's almost like you're punished for being a conservative. And you hear negativity, and you hear, oh, I don't want to be associated with them because they're a conservative. Well, I don't want to be associated with a communist socialist. That's just really not my avenue. I don't think I will ever want to see the grocery store shelves empty and somebody owning everything we've worked for. I don't think I'm interested in communism and socialism. Will I die a conservative? Absolutely. And you see this shirt? See this shirt? That is who I'm voting for governor. And I'm very thankful that he has gotten out and gotten to know a lot of people and talked to people. And he was in Jasper this weekend, and I wish that we could have gotten the whole thing, but listening to him, he comes from the real world. He was raised like J.D. Vance was by an alcoholic mother who I believe he said he had 7 stepfathers by the time he was 12 years old. Wow. Okay. And you think about that, and you think about the grounding of that young man's life. Now he is a self-made billionaire. He gives back, and the thing that I loved about his story that we shared on Monday, he only keeps enough money to keep his family going, and then he does well with the rest of the money. So we want to talk about goodness. We want to talk about giving back. We want to talk about the things that we've done. You weren't around when this happened either, but we did the community meal in McKaysville, and I know you've heard us talk about it.
Yeah.
We started because we were in an economic time that people were hurting and couldn't afford groceries. And our friend Wanda, who owned the Nifty 50, called Joyce Bryson, who called me, and I called a couple of people, and we gathered together for a meeting. And to this date, they're still feeding meals, a meal for $1. And we did that because we didn't want to take the dignity away from anybody. We wanted them to be able to come in and put $1 down. Number one, get conversation from the people sitting around the table with you. And number two, get a warm meal.
Yeah.
And that's what these communities that we serve are about.
It's
They're about giving back.
Here,
yeah.
Big thing.
It's giving back and doing for others. And I can't tell you, if I had to count every time I've run into your granddaddy at a funeral home.
Oh, yeah, he goes to a lot of them, yeah.
And that's what we do.
Yeah, exactly.
We give back, and whether it's a card, your time, some flowers, if you know a neighbor's sick, you make a pot of chicken and dumplings. That's what people do in the communities that we serve. Yeah. And we don't want to be the negative and the mean and the angry and last night, I just kept getting tickled because I'd think he can't even say my name. If he's going to accuse me of lying about Telly Awards, which I did not, have lots of Telly Awards, and I would bring them in here, but they all gather dust. Now, you've got some photos. Does Aaron know how to get to the photos?
Yeah, there's photos.
Okay, Aaron, will you show these photos because I got tickled. I was on the air in Murphy, North Carolina with my dear friend Bill Hughes, who was the mayor of Murphy for a long time. Well, Bill and I did shows together all the time because he was such a wonderful man and he loved coming to visit me. And we would sit and talk, and we talked about everything. His wife Barbara had just beaten breast cancer, and I actually gave her a hand-carved pink rose that was made in Nelson, Georgia out of pink marble. And it was crazy because we were the best of friends. Well, he was a Democrat and I was a Republican. Never did we have an argument about that. Never was it even a discussion. And there we are as we were sitting on the set with, what is in front of me?
The Telly Award.
A Telly Award. And so I got tickled because I only keep one out because the darn things tarnish. And so then you got to clean them and you got to spiff them up. And so all the others, I ordered them in print. I have a whole bunch of the statues, and I could hurt somebody with those statues. Let me tell you, they're heavy.
They're very heavy, yeah.
They're heavy. But I just thought, why would somebody choose that one topic that we talked about and then do the research to prove that he thought that, and see how tarnished it is now from sitting? But all the rest of them are in boxes, in cases that I keep sealed up. And then I have framed ones that I hang on the wall, because I started framing them instead of getting the heavy ones. And I thought, why did this dude accuse me of this? I mean, it was really weird. I would never have even thought about a telly. And Fred Wyndham, who had been doing television for like 30 years when I met him, actually he had retired. There's a Telly Award. There's another Telly Award. I mean, they're just over and over. But why would this guy choose that to say, oh, I'm going to research her and see if that's the truth? Well, he didn't do his research well. And if you're going to say my name is Sherry. So remember how to say my name. If you're going to talk about me, get my name right, Bubba.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you got to do some research.
You got to do some research. Yeah. You got to do some research. With television, we are out there every single day. With YouTube, we really opened up a new avenue and a new world. And we did it because people said, well, I don't live in the district where you are, but I'd love to watch your show. And you came up with this plan, and so daily you put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, well, you went from, just being everybody knowing you from North Georgia, and then now when you put it on YouTube, now everybody can know who Sherry is. So,
right.
It's like a whole
good,
thing.
bad, or indifferent. Yeah. Yes, I'm a conservative. Yes, I'm a pretty darn good cook.
Yeah.
I love to cook. I love to welcome people in. And I love to try to make a difference. And I was on the board of directors for Habitat for Humanity, and that's probably the hardest thing I ever did, because we went into homes where people were living in unfit living conditions because it's what they could afford. And I'm very thankful for my years at Habitat for Humanity, and I bless that organization all the time because they give back and do for others. That's what we've always hoped to do here, and we want to make a difference. We want to make a good difference in people's lives.
Absolutely.
Now, as an adult now, do you have kids that are coming up under you that say, hey, Trace, I'd like to be like you, I'd like to have a job like you?
Well, you've met some of those kids.
I have met some of those.
Yeah, we've got, Jesse, who's been on the show a couple times. We've Jonathan, Justin. We've got some new kids that are coming in now. We'll see if, that's the case. I mean, it's cool that people want to do this kind of stuff. I never expected to ever be in the position that I am, because I tried to work here a long time ago and it didn't pan out. But yeah, no, it's neat to have some people under you, and you try to teach them how to do things that go along with this. And I kind of just try to emulate what Donovan did with me, and kind of just pass it along, and that goes with anybody, Aaron, Tim, any of them. I try to, and they help me as well in the same vein. So yeah.
And everybody has their specialty. Like Tim is great at doing commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, he aces those commercials, and that's what's important, because that's another part of us. We give you information. If you've just moved to the community, you know where to buy your insurance, you know where to have lunch, you know where to get your hair done. And boy, if I don't get a haircut soon, Lord have mercy. You got any scissors back there? Can you cut my hair?
There's actually 3 pairs back there, I think.
I might get a haircut here at the studio. But it's about the communities that we serve, but now it's about the world that we serve. And I think you and I both saw this when Loretta Lynn passed. We had done the special with her daughters, and it immediately just went shooting up there, and lots of views, lots of views. And we learned then that people everywhere have a connection through the internet, good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
You have a connection. And some of the people that I like to watch, and if you haven't watched this, they're very informative, and they go a lot of places I would love to go. Dawn and Will, and I think it's called Yankee in the South, they did a show, I think it was maybe last week or so, but they both wear glasses. And as they're getting on these tubes to go down the river, they leave their glasses on. Well, they come out of the river, they've lost their glasses, he lost his shoes, and he filmed it all. He went underwater, and I don't know how he held onto his camera. He lost everything but his camera. And it was crazy, but that's what we love about YouTube. It connects us with other people. He's from Michigan. I think they're both from Michigan.
Yeah.
We have nothing in common with them, but they came to the South, and I really enjoy the things they do, because they go to the places that we love, from the mountains to the rivers to the creeks. And that's what YouTube is good for. It's also good for negativity, because sometimes you see some evil.
A lot of the programs that you have done, I think the top 5 most viewed videos on your account have been about like Loretta Lynn, the Nealons, Peg McCamey, all that, people that have passed on and stuff. And I think people like those because it's like, oh, I remember who that is. I want to, remember who she was and all that kind of stuff. So.
And today when we played the music, and I thought about that, we couldn't recreate that concert today because 3 of those people have gone to be with the Lord. And that's, we have these archives. And so if you see a lot of old programs coming out on YouTube now, it's because this young man has command of those, and he can do what he wants to with it.
Yeah, I can.
He can. And if you went in there and you wanted to alter me and make me look a little younger, you could. Could you do that? Maybe
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do that.
He likes having his grandma on the set. Yeah. Well, ETC and what we do here, we do it because we love it. It's a great opportunity to meet you, to come in touch with you. And I want to come in touch with every single one of y'all on 9/11. I want you to be here at the Gilmer County Playhouse. What's the name of that group?
I think it's Blue on Black Revival.
Blue on Black Revival. We are going to have our sheriff will be standing front and center, and he will be picking a bass guitar. And who will be singing lead?
Dwight.
His name is Mr. Ellijay, and you love him and you know him. And on 9/11 and 9/12, get your tickets. I will be sitting front and center videoing it. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a tribute to the 25th anniversary of 9/11.
Oh, wow.
The 25th anniversary. Can you imagine? 25 years ago, America was hurt and attacked, and we should never forget.
Yeah.
Never forget. So if you have any questions about me, about anything we talk about, you can pick up the phone and call me. Everybody knows my phone number, and if you don't know it, send me a personal message and I'll give it to you. Thank you for being here today.
Absolutely.
Thank you for doing what you do, because I do throw him some kinks every once in a while. I'll say, can you find that right quick?
Yeah, she does that, yeah.
And he does it, he does it. So thank you for being with us today, and don't forget, we're going to YouTube, even with that crazy negative guy who can't even say my name. My name is Sherry, Cherie, Sherry. I'll see y'all again soon. Bye now.